Hey everybody, Nick Adams from Castle Realty here, coming at you with this week's and the inaugural From Here For Here segment. We just want to highlight a few local businesses that we really like. If you're moving to the area, want to know more about it before you get here, or if you live here and are just looking for some fresh ideas, maybe some things you haven't heard about, or want to hear about your favorite places a little more in depth. This week we're talking about one of the best places here in La Crosse. Best pizza place in town, Pizzeria Dolorosa. Come on, let's check it out. I'm joined by Tyler Kruger, one of the owners of Pizzeria Dolorosa. Now, you and Spencer have been in the restaurant business for a while, correct?
Yep.
And you just opened this place recently.
Yep, late February.
Okay. Why pizza? What was your inspiration for opening a pizza restaurant?
Spencer and I met at the Charmont Hotel. We worked together there for a little while, and then we opened up Restore Public House a couple miles down on State Street. When COVID hit, we kind of went down to like these meal plans for different days, so you could pre-order in advance. Sundays happened to be our pizza day, and it was by far our most popular day, and we got just a lot of great feedback. We would sell out the day before most days, and we should just kick the staff out early that day and sip on bourbon and just say, I remember turning to him once and said, hey, we should just do this for a living. We should just open up a pizza shop. And obviously pizza was a very safe call for, COVID and things like that. Nobody really knew what was the, end game, what was going to happen with restaurants and things. There were a lot of failing restaurants, a lot of new places that opened up in the city kind of dropped out. And we just thought it was kind of a safe bet for us. And Spence is a great chef, and I knew he'd figure out the dough recipes and all the other stuff. So none of us had ever worked at a pizza shop though before. So This is our first time ever cooking pizza.
And you do it well.
Yeah.
Which leads me to my next question. I mean, Spencer is a great chef, but what is it that makes your pizza so good?
Well, he uses like a 2 to 3 day sourdough fermentation on the dough that we use. Took us a few weeks to kind of get the dough recipe down, but just using quality cheeses from Grande Cheese Company out of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We took a little pizza trip out east to Brooklyn, New York, South Philly, and we just kind of did a lot of like peeking over the counters and seeing what people are using. And a lot of those successful pizza joints out there are using the same cheese that we use here in Wisconsin instead of something more local for them. All the tomatoes that we use are organic tomatoes out of California, and we just we like quality over quantity. Less is more for us. Just high quality ingredients, and I just also with the white pies too, the garlic cream sauce. I just don't think you can find a slice like that here in the area.
Yeah, I haven't found one that's as good as this place. No. That's for sure. I guess what are your plans moving forward with the business? What do you?
A lot of stuff is in the works right now. We're trying to hang this TV right now too. We've got we're opening up on Sundays. Right now we're closed Sunday, Mondays, but starting this week with football season, we're opening up Sundays, limited hours, probably like 10:30 to 5 or so, something like that. But we'll be doing like breakfast pizzas, some breakfast sandwiches, Bloody Marys, like a spritz bar, and then obviously showing the game and everything too. Got the NFL ticket. We got, salads are coming around the corner right now. It's just pizzas, but we're working on appetizers, new different crusts. Sicilian pizza is probably going to be available on Wednesdays only. We'll run that as a feature. We've got some beef dry aging at St. Joe's right now for some burgers that we're going to run, I think, on Thursday nights with like some bourbon pours. I've been kind of doing some stockpiling on some bourbons lately. But yeah, so hopefully just more is what we want. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess what advice would you have for people trying to start their own business, their own restaurant?
That's a good question. I would say my biggest challenge here, other than just like the, getting like insurance in line and working on, like recipe research and development, things like that. But I think just getting the word out to the people. We've done a great job with like advertising and things like that. Just with Instagram, we've saved quite a few bucks not getting on, radios and things like that. But I think just figuring out like who you want to be and what the messages you want to communicate to people has been like a big challenge, I think, for us. Just, we wanted one thing and then we ended up just moving to another thing, and just finding your identity as fast as you can.
Okay.
So you can get that out in the streets as fast as you can.
Yeah, nice. That's very good advice. Running a pizza shop like this takes a lot of time. What is your work-life balance like? How do you balance that?
Making sure you have just good people. I mean, one thing I've noticed in the food industry is a lot of times if you have a large place you got to run, you get warm body syndrome where you're hiring people left and right just to fill these voids, and it's not always the right candidate that you're looking for. try to find the right people as fast as you can. Get open as long as you can, because you just want the cash flow to always be going. Even though you're closed 2 days a week, you're still paying for the square footage. You're still paying rent for 7 days a week, you know?
Yeah.
So just try to get open as much as you can, find the right people to put in place, and just, you know, give them purpose and be able to lean on them and rely on them. You know, let people make mistakes is what I always like to say too, because you're not going to grow if you don't, you know, try things carefully and,
Right.
you know, mess up. So,
Okay.
but
So this is one of my favorite places in town. What are some of your other favorite places around the area?
man, if I'm looking for a good steak, I really like Diggers. That's wife and I go there pretty frequently for like anniversaries. I would say Love Child, I think, is probably the nicest restaurant in town. Charmant is great. They have an awesome brunch. Rooftop Terrace is beautiful, obviously. Um, and I'm a sucker for Buzzard Billy's too.
All right.
Yeah.
If people want to find out more about Pizzeria Dolorosa, want to find you on social media, what are they looking for?
Get on Instagram. That's the best platform to get on right away. I do a little bit on Facebook, but it's really just for, you know, I don't know, the other generations.
Yeah.
But yeah, Instagram, you know, we do post quite a bit on there, our stories and just making posts. And yeah, we got a website and everything too. You can order online.
Okay.